Hey guys, it is Jessica here with Gray House Fitness, and I wanted to just pop in and go over my top 5 grocery shopping tips for you. I am putting together my meal plan for tomorrow. Sunday morning is when I go to the grocery store, so I actually was kind of excited to put my meal plan together for this third week of the Ultimate Reset. So I did that this evening, so I'd be all ready to go for tomorrow. But I wanted to just kind of share with you my 5 top tips for how to handle the grocery store and make good, healthy choices. So here we go. My first tip, and I hope that you know this, is to never go when you're hungry. Oh my gosh. Pizza and ice cream and all of those candy bars at the register never looked so delicious than when you are super hungry. You are like 100 times more apt to make a poor decision for what you throw in your cart if you go to the grocery store hungry. So hopefully you know better than to head to the grocery store on an empty stomach. So my top number 1 tip is absolutely, if nothing else, have a snack before you go. It can be a piece of fruit, a snack bar, something, you know, like a Kind bar or something like that. I don't mean like a snack bar, like a snack-sized Twinkie. My second tip, my second top tip is to have a list. You guys know what it's like to wander around Target and go up and down every aisle and end up with a cart full of stuff you don't need. And the grocery store is absolutely no different. So go with a list. Buy what you need and don't come home with anything more. If you have a list and you know what you're focused on, you're way more apt to make good choices and not overbuy. So that makes financial sense as well. Number 3 tip for the grocery store is to shop the perimeter of the store. That is where they're going to keep all of the healthiest, freshest ingredients. If you think about the setup of a grocery store, it's usually produce, fruits and vegetables. You've got your meat and seafood. There's the dairy section. So the perimeter of the store is typically your healthiest. Stay out of all of those center aisles. Those center aisles are where everything that never expires stays for Lord only knows how long. So all that stuff that's in boxes and cans, and there are canned things that are okay to purchase, beans and things like that, but most of those convenience meals, those all-in-one box meals, those are all in the center of the store in the aisles, and those are always not a good choice. My 4th tip for heading to the grocery store is to really look at your labels. Be aware that lots of products these days say natural or healthy or all the buzzwords that people like to hear make them feel better about the purchases that they're making. They're on all of the packages, but you really have to be careful. Just because something that's totally not good for you has chia seed added to it, that company gets to say that it's healthy or natural because it has one natural ingredient in it. So you have to pay attention. You cannot believe the marketing that's on all the products. So beware. And my last tip for now is to really look at the number of ingredients on your label and whether or not you can pronounce them. Obviously, your best bet is to go for food that doesn't have a nutrition label on it. Stuff like fruits and veggies, meat, fish. None of that stuff needs a nutrition label because there's nothing else added to it. It's just what that item is. But if you do, obviously, it's not realistic to think that we're never ever going to purchase an item that doesn't have a nutrition label on it. So you want to take a look at the ingredients. You don't want to just read the nutritional value. How many carbs and protein and fat in it is not your number 1 concern. You want to look at the list of ingredients. Is it all ingredients that you can read, that you recognize the names of? Can you pronounce everything? All of those long 20 consonant 20-letter words that sound like something that was concocted in a laboratory. You don't want any of that stuff in your food. That stuff is going to wreak havoc on your system, and it's not a good idea. So my kind of rule of thumb is no more than 5 ingredients. And that again is kind of flexible depending upon what you're looking at, but as kind of a rule of thumb, it's 5 ingredients, and you want them all to be stuff that you can pronounce, stuff that you actually recognize. There's onion and paprika in this tomato sauce or something like that. So it's made with tomatoes, salt, onions, paprika. If you understand all of those ingredients, you're good to go. So look out for those scary Frankenstein type words. All right, well, this is it for today. Those are my top 5 grocery shopping tips. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. All right, bye guys.